Hi, and my name is Phillip Nordt, and today we do a duck preparation, and this is a wild duck. We are part of the Huntley House is part of the duck and game bird competition, which allows hunters to bring their bird to Huntley House and to myself. Today, this is just a mallard wild duck. The preparation of this is very simple. We roast it off at very high heat. A little crust to it, just a bit of onions in the cavity, good salt and pepper, and we'll put that at 250 degrees oven. Why that's so hot is simply because I really want to render this fat. Use a little bit of olive oil with this over the top, and then take it off the bone later on and finish it in a gentle oven. And then I let it rest and cool down all the way until we can carve it, because I will carve it off the bone. We'll make a stock with the bones, and then we reheat the meat gently. Now, I will cook the duck about to medium on the breast, and we'll cook it all the way through on the legs. This can be done in a confit, that means in a duck fat, or it can be done on the bone together with the breast, roasted or braised. Just make sure we coat it from all sides in this pan. And then stick it in a very hot oven. 250 degrees. I have already roasted one duck off. Here we go. And I will just show you how we take it off the bone. So, very lightly cut it and just down the cavity. You see? This duck must be practically cold or just lukewarm when you cut it. It should not be. Here's the wishbone. Take that out like so. And you just take this very gently along the bone of the cavity. Here we are. Just like this. It's ideal if the ducks are young, of course, but you never know that until you start eating. So, right through here. And here we are. Here's your half duck. We can either take the whole duck, that's what I will do, because this is rather tender and nice, must be from a younger duck, and prepare the other. Otherwise, you can just take it off like this. It's one small cut through here. You got your breast here, and you have your leg here. So usually you serve two legs as an entree, and that's what we'll do later on. Now, we'll just bring those duck halves back in the oven, and we'll cook them for around about 10 to 15 minutes. So I'll just put them in the oven now. So today's preparation for the duck is, I will serve this on candied zucchini, and we just slice them in strips. And on top of the zucchini, we will serve some cream polenta, and we'll serve that with a wild mushroom and masala jus. Jus is a refused duck sauce. And just a bit of oil. Pepper is important for zucchini. Salt. Okay, we now put some sugar on top. I want to have a bit of sweetness in those zucchini. So what we'll do, we'll put quite a bit of sugar on here and turn the heat down. See, they brown up very, very, very quickly. And just turn them once, and then we turn them twice. This will be the base for our duck with candied zucchini and polenta. Now we just set that aside. So our duck here, quite nicely cooked. And there's one thing about duck, it's like any other meat. It's a protein, it's a muscle, it has to be rested. So I let that sit for about 10 to 15 minutes because this is virtually cooked. A lot of people think you have to cook duck and braise it for a long time. I think this here gives me just a nice resistance. It is not too hard. It's just fine. If we let that sit for about 10-15 minutes, it will be just nice and it keeps the heat for a very long time. Don't be afraid about it. I have the polenta over here, and we'll just reheat this, and I'll go through how we made this polenta. It's very, very simple. Essentially, we have the polenta flour, which is a cornmeal, and you heat up your stock, and you just pour the polenta in the right proportions. It will say it on the packet, and when it thickens up, you continue stirring it, you continue giving liquid until you have a nice texture. Then you add some cream, you add some butter and a little bit, and use a very, very good Parmesan cheese. Italiano doesn't do for this. You will have to use a Gran Padano, Reggiano, or some kind of very nice pecorino or goat's cheeses. Now I have a polenta ready here, and what I do additionally to polenta, there's two ways you can do them. One is let it go firm on a tray and grill it. But I like to have a soft polenta because I like the soft texture with that duck to contrast. In this pot I just add a little water because this already